Hello, hello, and happy Fun Fold Friday. This is pre-recorded this time. I am at a scrapbook retreat, so I'll tell you what, March has been full of all kinds of activities for me on the weekends, but I love making videos for you all, and I especially love making fun folds so I hope you really like this one. Now, I am pulling out an Easter stamp set, and I know Easter is next weekend. So if you haven't gotten your Easter cards out yet, last minute, rush, here's an idea for you. So I'll be using I always forget the name of these stamp sets. What's this one called? This one's called Excellent Egg. Oh, can you see that? There it is. Excellent Egg. I thought that was cute. All right. I don't really have any announcements. Don't forget the host code up here. When you spend $50 or more, I do send you a thank you gift at the end of the month. Be sure to use the host code though. All right, that's it. Let's get started. Switch over to the other view. Here we go. All right. So this fun fold is a Z fold, but it's extended. So the Z fold usually stops right there. But I included this extra 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 square on top. So it has this look when you take it out of the envelope and then when you open it. And of course, they may open it like this, but that's okay. It still works. But if they open it like this, then they get that. And it just stands up like that. So there you go. Let's make this card. So the first thing we're going to need is a scoring tool. All right. Now, I am going to be putting the measurements at the bottom of the screen here. And then also on my blog, you'll find them. And then also if you are an email subscriber, you will get a downloadable PDF file from the email. All right. So first we need to know what our base is going to be. So let me move all this over. And our first piece is this 4 1/4 by 11. So we're going to score this at 1 1/2 and then at 5 1/2. So we just put that into our scoring tool right there. I know you can't see because of my banner. Let me move that down. All right, so there's 1 1/2 right there. And then I push it to 5 1/2. And that is all the scoring I'm going to be doing. Fold your card in half, get a bone folder. All right, and then fold this one back on itself like that. All right. Okay, so far this is what we have, okay? The next thing we need to do is create that 4 by 4 that goes right there. So here it is. I've already cut it out. We need some designer paper. Let me get that out. So we'll need the trimmer. And I'm using our 6 by 6 lighter than air paper, okay? The 6 by 6 lighter than air paper. And we are going to cut this down to 4 by 4 and 2 by 4, but we need 2 of the 2 by 4. So let's do the 4 by 4 first. Is that right? Yep. Yeah, that's right. 2 by 1. Double check because I don't want to cut too many times. Now, when I rotate this to the 4, so it's a 4 by 4, it makes one of the 2 by 4s. Okay, so there's a 2 by 4. Then I need this 2 by 4, and this is already 2 inches. So I just need to cut this at 4 inches. So that was using a 6 by 6 piece of designer paper. So it comes out, you have your 3 pieces right there. And then you have this little scrap left over. All right. So bring our card base back out, and you can either use glue or tape runner. Either one's fine. And first we're going to put the 4 inch by 4 inch onto the 4 by 4. I mean, sorry, 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. The 4 by 4 onto the 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. All right, so just like that. Then these 2 little pieces right here, one goes on the inside here. And you could switch these around if you wanted. That's the fun thing about our designer paper. So if you wanted it to look like this, that is a cute idea. This is how I did it originally. Okay, so we're going to put this piece here. Alrighty. And then this piece over here. There we go. Now we've got it. Okay, so there we have that section. What are we going to do next? Next, we are going to glue. Now, I do like when I've got a mechanism, a piece that moves a lot, I do like to use something a little stronger than regular adhesive so that it won't come off. And it doesn't come off when you put this liquid glue on there. And then I like liquid glue because I can kind of maneuver it until it gets into place where I want it. There we go. Perfect. All right, so that is the card base. Now we just decorate it. So like I said, I'm using the Excellent Eggs. Actually, they should have spelt that AGG, excellent, but they didn't. Excellent Eggs. Cute, cute, cute. Let's get out some paper here. So I've got some white cardstock. I've got the cute egg with the bunnies on it right there. And then I've got my sentiment, there's no bunny like you. And I've got my Highland Heather ink. There we go. And then the little bunny. Now I'm stamping the bunny on, I always forget the name of these colors. Hold on, it'll come to me. Fresh Freesia. Fresh Freesia. It's a lighter purple with the dark purple ink. Shows right up. So that's really cute. And also the Fresh Freesia is in the designer paper. So I like to try to pull those colors out also. Now I need my cut and emboss machine. Oh, sorry, that's kind of loud. One thing about the mini cut and emboss machine, you can only have an item that's 3.5 inches wide or it won't go through. But that is not a problem in this case. All right, where is my die? And I do love these egg dies. It's stitched, so I'm going to have a stitching around my little egg here. So let me line that up. And I like to use washi tape to hold my die in place, especially when it needs to stay along the lines of the stamp. So there we go. Just push that in there like that. Come on. There we go. Alrighty, so we have our egg cut out. Now let's cut out our little bunny. And there we go. Well, it needs to be moved over just a wee bit. There we go. A cute little bunny. Now, one last thing to cut out, and that is our sentiment. So this sentiment label comes from the Countryside Inn dies. It's the one here in the middle. I really like this. Is a great, if you just want a 3/4 inch with a little cute decorative edge, perfect size for that. Let me move this over here so I can stamp the sentiment. Now I am changing colors for the sentiment. I have found that crumb cake kind of looks like gold. I don't know. It's not shiny like gold, but it has that kind of in that gold family. And so there we go. I'm actually going to trim this down a little bit. Sometimes when you put these dies through the cut and emboss machine, this long flat metal right there, if it goes straight into the roller, sometimes the rollers have a hard time. So if you put it at an angle, but the paper was too large to put it at an angle, so I just trimmed it down a little bit. It helps it go through the machine a little better. There we go. All righty, we've got everything cut out now. And let's bring our card back in. There we go. And of course, we need some dimensionals. It's just not a card without dimensionals. All right, and there we go. I also want some twine, so I'm going to get out some linen thread. Linen thread is the crumb cake color, so I'm going to bring that color in. And what else am I doing here? All right, I think that's it. So let's get the egg on there first. Now I am going to have my egg go over the edge, so I don't want to get a dimensional too far over, okay? So I'm going to remember not to put any right there. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. And we want to put, whoopsie, dropped it. Now I want my sentiment to be over the egg, but I need a dimensional here at the back to kind of hold it up, and put a little glue there. All right. That looks good. And last but not least, oh, I almost forgot to put a bow around his neck. So I'm actually going to just make a little bow like so, a bow like so. Come here. There we go. And this one. And get some snips. Now, I always like to attach my bows with dots, glue dots. And I just put that right on there like that. Oh, that's a little bit big for him. Let's make that a little smaller. There we go. There we go. Perfect. And get a little dimensional for the back. Now, I would say we're done, except you can't have a card without dimensionals, and you can't have a card without bling. And we have these beautiful lavender dots from the Lovely Lavender Suite. Put a few dots on here. There we go. Now we have a finished card. Happy Easter. Oh, I almost forgot to put Happy Easter on the inside. And now your card is finished. I hope you all enjoyed this card tutorial. I will be back Monday night, so be sure to catch me live here on Creating with Christina for a tutorial on using a technique. And that's what I like doing on Monday nights, new techniques for you all. All right. You all have a blessed weekend. And like I said, I will be back Monday night. Okay. Bye-bye.